Good morning. Yep, I am live. Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sandy. I get to see you in a couple hours. I'm excited to meet you in person. All right. Well, hi, Emily. Good morning. How's everybody feeling this morning? Hey, Tisha. Oh my God, Tisha. Okay, so I every morning, if I'm in the mood, I just take a little 2-second walk around my little front area of the schoolhouse just to see if there's any feathers or anything. And this morning, I was walking back to the front porch, and there was this bzzz sound, and it was one of those freaking cicadas on the ground, right in front of my foot. And I was like, oh. So I'm like, do I pick you up? But then it got up and flew up and then flew away. And I was like, oh my God. I can't get away from the cicadas. It's bananas. So I just thought you should know. Whew, but I am very tired this morning, and I'm wondering if you guys are feeling that as well. Um, just so tired. Like, I'm sleeping. Like, I lay down and I'm out, but sometimes I wake up and it feels like I haven't slept at all. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. It used to mystify me, but it's like, hey, Carrie, I want to hear my cat. But it is a thing. So we'll talk about that as I finish my coffee. Carrie, how are you feeling this morning? Poor Carrie. So thank you, all of you guys who book appointments and then totally are flexible with me, forgetting where I'm doing the appointments or what day, because I do have an online scheduling system that is kicking my butt for some reason this month. And I'm just not locked into linear time at all. So I'm floating around, what day is it? What's happening? You coming? You going? And yeah, it's been really interesting. I'm good with my schedule today, unless there's something I've forgotten. But ah. So thank you guys for being so flexible and understanding. Um, yeah. So let's talk about. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling good. Let's talk about Ascension symptoms. So I first learned about Ascension symptoms when I first began on my spiritual journey, because as I started meditating, kind of opening up to energies and all the things, and I would sometimes feel like I was getting a cold or the flu, but then it wouldn't turn into that. It would last for a few days and it would go away. Um, and I was so confused by it. And then I happened to stumble upon Ascension symptoms on, Dr. Google, and I was like, oh, this is a thing. And so now, at this point in time, at this point in my journey, I know more about that than I used to, and I'm more plugged into the current energy, so I can kind of give you a little bit more information on what exactly that is, for right now. And I'm feeling kind of weird this morning too, because Peony's not here. She slept over at Penn Street last night because I'm going to be there all day today. And I feel kind of weird without her in the office with me. So, that's so strange. So, anyway, Ascension symptoms. What this is at its most simplest, least complicated level is when you are shifting into a different frequency, because we all vibrate at a certain frequency, okay? We are all energy. And we have our own personal vibratory signature that is kind of like our heartbeat, it's the one that is most comfortable for you to be in. And when we are changing our base frequency, our actual physical bodies need to be upgraded to connect with that frequency. So anytime you change your vibratory field or frequency, your body's got to catch up. And that could mean it needs to go up or down. And it's always doing that, it's always regulating itself. But when you have a big jump, it can make you feel really tired. It can give you sore throat, congestion, sometimes fever, body ache. So, like all of these things that, especially nowadays, if you start getting them, you're like, uh oh, you know, it's the Ronus. But sometimes it's not. So, that's happening a lot right now, especially after this big weekend we had with the Lionsgate portal, where a lot of people got a massive upgrade, and our bodies are, you know, racing to catch up with that frequency. So if you think of it that way, it's just like anytime your frequency shifts, your physical body just needs to catch up. And again, up or down, that's what ascension sickness or symptoms really are. It's just your body adjusting to move to the frequency that you're now emitting, as you harmonize with the frequencies around you. So, you know how we talk about how important it is. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Lori. Hi, Angie. How important it is to surround yourself with people and atmosphere and things and information that make you feel good. This is another reason why, because if you are surrounded, like if you are attempting to lift your vibratory field and you are around people whose base energetic level is lower than what you're trying to do, if you're around them all the time, you're going to drop right back down, because we like to kind of find that middle ground, right? So it's really important to pay attention to your energy right now. Pay attention to how you feel after you talk to a person, after you listen to certain music, after you watch something on TV, being really, really careful about what inputs are coming into your field. And also taking the time, even when you're too busy to think about it, which is like every day, like we like roll through and just forget everything, but taking the time to really protect your energy when you know you're going to be around people or places or things that affect you in a negative energetic way. And it's not to say that we're always supposed to feel uplifted and happy and full of joy, because that's not realistic, and that's really not what I'm saying at all. It's more that you know there are those things that make your energy drop hard and kind of pull you away from yourself. And those are the things that you need to really look for and protect yourself from now, as we are rapidly, rapidly shifting our energy fields, because the earth is shifting its energy field. So as this continues to happen, we are going to feel more and more and more of the immediate effects of this ascension symptom stuff, because we are being upgraded along with the earth, and that's not really going to stop. So we have to kind of tuck in and be ready for it. Does that make sense? And I want to seg into dreams, because dream work has been coming up a lot. And I've talked to a lot of people who are like, I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning and I'm exhausted, but I know I slept all night, but I feel like I've been working, working, working all night long. And I feel just the same way most of the time. And now sometimes I even remember some of the things I've been up to, which is trippy. So we're doing a lot of upgrading and work in dream time, because when we are in that dream state, we're able to connect with our higher selves, and we're able to connect with other beings, other energies, all the things, the grids, in a much easier way, because we don't have our brains to filter everything out or question everything, or just generally being a buzzkill about everything. So in dream state, we are definitely doing a lot of work. So if you are going to sleep and sleeping all night and waking up exhausted, like you've been, I don't know, running through the astral plane, you probably were. And something that I've started to do is, before I go to sleep at night, just kind of create an intention for my dream time. And I feel like I was talking to a client about this week, about like if you have a problem that you're trying to noodle through and like figure out a solution for, it's a really cool thing to do, to before you go to sleep, take that issue and like hand it to your guides before you go to sleep and be like, here, let's unpack this in dream space and see what we can come up with. You'll be surprised at how that works once you start doing it, because when you're in that open, relaxed space where you kind of can see around all angles and you don't, again, have your brain to restrict you, solutions come much easier. And you may wake up without not necessarily a solid plan or idea of what to do, but just a totally different energy around whatever your issue was that allows you to then step into your physical world and treat things differently, and then it becomes resolved. So maybe try that out as an experiment and see how it works for you. But I have found that to be really cool. Hey, Ra. Hey, Allie. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Instagram. Okay, so yeah. Now, what else did I want to tell you guys this morning? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I have. If you haven't caught it yet, you need to go back and watch yesterday's live with Aaron Trader, because that was so much freaking fun and such a cool conversation. I'm thinking like I need to have her back, and I also need to have Jen back and like maybe do that um, more often, because I feel like I could have spoken to Aaron all day long, and same thing with Jen, and it was just like really, really fun. Oh, good morning, Johanna. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Rachel. Hi, Rock. Hi, Leanne. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Tomorrow, we're going to be tapping into the weekend energies, and I'll pull some cards for you. And I think that's pretty much it. As far as events go, we're full on Women's Circle for August, and we're full on the Fairy Ring for August as well. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure yet about doing another Oracle Circle in the Fairy Ring for September, because it would be really nice to do that as the weather gets cooler. So I'm thinking about it. So look for that. And if you're interested in Women's Circle, people are booking 3 at a time. So I haven't looked at the rest of the months, but if you do want to get in on that, I'd look at it now. And I also just want to say about Women's Circle, just really quickly, um, we are doing that inside, and I'm keeping it at 10, and there are high ceilings, but I'm not requiring people to wear a mask, and I'm not going to be getting all crazy about that. So before you sign up, just take a moment and think about what your personal comfort level is for this particular thing, and just know that we are all doing these things in a way that feels most aligned with ourselves, and there's no judgment at all. So but I just want you to have a heads up on that, so you know what to expect, because I've had a few people reach out just asking or concerned or anything like that if we were doing it outside or inside, and it is indeed inside. So yes, keep a dream journal is a really good idea, Claudia, and I need to do that, because what I do instead is I wake up in the morning and I'm like texting my friends, like, here, take all my dreams and remember them for me and recall them later. So it's good to keep a dream journal, to keep track of all the things you're up to in dream space. So lots of activity. I feel like there's something else I wanted to tell you guys, and I can't receive it. So we'll just have to roll. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 8:30. If you have any questions, send them my way. Mwah.